Welcome to another edition of
The Back Nine.
What Do You Know? This is Chris Murphy. He emailed me, and you work at AOL.
I do work at AOL. I saw your show on. I said, hey, I need some free golf and I would like a free round. So, and love to be on TV. So.
Like you need a free round working for AOL. Unbelievable. Well, today we are at one of the better courses in the area, Worthington Manor. Absolutely gorgeous. It's up in Frederick, Maryland, actually just outside of Urbana. Gorgeous course, don't you think?
I think so. I think this is 2 years old, 2.5 years old.
4 or 5. Who knows?
Who knows?
It doesn't matter. It's awesome.
This whole place used to be nothing but fields because I grew up, maybe 3 miles from here.
It's unbelievable. And our guest today, well, it doesn't get any bigger than this guy, and he's pretty tall to speak for himself. Frank Herzog, play-by-play guy for the Redskins. Are you stoked?
I'm stoked. Big fan of Frank. Always listen to him on the radio when the Skins are away. Really excited to meet him.
No doubt, no doubt. And we got Bill Becker, the Bill Becker.
Bill Becker of Rockville, Maryland.
Who? He's a lawyer. He's a friend of Frank's. We're going to talk golf rules with him. So stay tuned for a great edition of The Back Nine.
Wait.
Up and down. Yeah.
Greens fees for today's program were provided by Worthington Manor Golf Club. For more information, call 301-874-5400.
Food for the Back Nine has been provided by California Tortilla, located at 4862 Cordell Avenue in lovely downtown Bethesda.
Cigars for the Back Nine are provided by J.B. Sims Fine Tobaccos. Call 1-800-56-CIGAR for more information on J.B. Sims.
Music for today's program was provided by the Charles Wright Trio. Contact them at www.killerfusion.com.
It is more than a trial by fire. It is a rite of passage, a challenge to join the elite. And if you succeed, if you can master your fear, outsmart your enemy, and never yield even to yourself, you will be changed forever. The few, the proud, the Marines.
A baby changes everything. What you buy, how you do your taxes, the way you drive your car, everything. And while change is good, usually, you can always use help. And with more than 200 free and low-cost federal booklets, the free Consumer Information Catalog can help. Call toll-free 1-888-8-PUEBLO, even if you don't have a baby.
Welcome back to the Back Nine. Of course, we start our first signature hole at the hardest hole in the course, hole number 3. This thing's a beast. It's a par 4, straight up 411 yards from the blues, and we're playing from the blues today because we're men's men. And it's 194 to the front of that bunker over there, and that's just going to be excruciating. If you don't get it to that bunker, you got to lay up and play it like a par 5. And then added to that, you got all this crud in front of the green there. If you're short, the wetlands, the preserve, whatever they call that stuff, you're not allowed to go in there, and if you do, you're dead. So that's going to cost you a stroke. I mean, we're playing pretty well. Frank Herzog, a ridiculous 1 under. The guy's insane. He's absolutely on fire. I'm even. I don't know what I'm taking today, but you're 2 over. We're playing pretty well. This thing is going to be a beast. Hopefully we'll play as well as we've played before this hole, but you never know.
Straight drives is the name of the game on this hole, I guess.
I think it's the name of the game on every hole we've ever done, you know? It's getting ridiculous. So let's see how we do here at hole number 3 at Worthington Manor, our first signature hole. Look at that. It's going left-hand side. Big bounce to the left. Oh, that might be in the lagoon.
In trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Ed Levine, the host of our show. Chris, you'll notice that he's using the droopy socks method here.
I think he thinks it's more effective for his game.
Well, let's see what it does. Oh, he smashed that ball, headed for the trap.
Over the trap. Get up, get up. He's
Oh.
on the beach.
The beach. Oh.
I think it'll play as par 5 at this point.
I like a man with 3 initials in his name, especially if one is X. The X-Man. The X Factor. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing his adversaries in deep trouble, he's chosen to use his knockoff 3-wood and put it right down the middle. The pressure is on.
Another solid drive right down the middle. Look at that. Loves the camera.
He can reach the green from there.
Woo! Up and over. Am I on? Oh, God.
You got a severe downhill pitch to a green that slopes away from you to an environmental. I mean, you hit the perfect shot and you're in the dump.
Stop. Stop.
What we have here is the ball sitting up on. It's a deep environmental area, which of course is going to be a psych job right off the top, right? So you're just going to ground ball one into there. If you don't do that, you're going to hook it into that oak tree in front of the green. And if you don't do that and you get over the oak tree, then you're probably winding the upslope above the pin and you have no shot at all. This will be fun. Stay up, baby. Boom. In the trap. It's better than where it could be.
Woo! Scariest shot in golf. Yes! Come on!
Oh, look at that.
Slow down.
Get up there.
Nice putt.
Good
In the hole.
putt. That.
Die. Nice.
Thanks. 77.
He is mortal. Not bad. Well, bad. Real bad. Welcome back. We just played our first signature hole. Look at this. My God, it's Frank Herzog, voice of the Washington Redskins. The tallest guest we've ever had. Unbelievable. Frank, thanks for coming out.
My pleasure. I'm looking forward to it. I think.
You think? I hope. I hear you're a good golfer myself.
It's sporadic. I'm a John Hinckley golfer occasionally. You know, scattered shots. I don't hit anybody, but
Yeah, you keep them alive. Now tell me, you're a tall guy. You look like an athlete. Were you ever an athlete back
I
in
played
the
some
day?
basketball. Played some basketball in high school. And I got to college. I was really intent on playing it in college, and then I found out that I was used primarily as a blocking dummy, and so I stopped.
Not bad. Not a bad deal. So is that where you started your broadcasting thing, or how did you get into
A little in college radio, yeah, and then I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my life, so I joined the Air Force to stay out of Vietnam, and went to Vietnam 9 months later, and then it was in the Air Force that I got to moonlight at radio stations in Texas and then here in Washington, and that's where I really got the bug.
And where are you originally from?
Colorado.
Colorado. Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. Rocky Mountain High.
Yeah.
So you come out here. You are a Washington legend. You've been sportscasting here for how long now?
30 years.
No, it's not a bad thing. I hope to
30
be doing
years.
this show for 30 years. I swear
You're
to
not
God.
30 years old yet, are you?
No, I'm not.
See?
I'm getting there though. Almost. But don't worry, this is great. You're like a legend and stuff. The great thing though, Skins broadcast. That's got to be a treat. And how long have you been doing that?
This will be year number 22 for me.
That is awesome.
It'll be the 20th year that the three of us have been together, which is kind of fun. To tell you the truth, it seems like it's been 4 or 5.
Now,
It's that much fun.
It's amazing chemistry. So I have to talk with you about the Skins this year. I mean, probably no one knows the Skins better than you and maybe Darryl Green, because he's been with the team just as long as you have. What's the anticipation this year? Is it just tremendous?
Well, I think the anticipation is very high because of what he was able to do in the off season with acquisitions and everything. But I think that what people may not understand is that they're kind of seeing a revolution with the Redskins. I think Daniel Snyder has come in as the new owner, and I think he's looked around the National Football League and said, here's some things I don't like, here's some things I think the league's doing wrong. I think the 30 years that I've been broadcasting, the league's been a little arrogant at times. You know, it's like, we got the football. If you want to watch football, you come to us. And what Daniel Snyder's done is said, look, you know, we're going to have to compete for the sports dollar here. It's a new marketplace. We're going to have to cater to the fans, and I think it's an entirely different idea.
Well, he's a PR guy.
So you see the changes at FedEx Field are designed for fans. They're putting in extra seats. They're making things better. There's a new club up there called the Owners Club that's incredible. You could go to a football game and watch 7 different football games and never go out and watch a Redskins game.
Really?
Sit in the lap of luxury.
Man,
Training can't be unopened to fans.
Yeah,
First time.
He charged $10, which for me is kind of weird because I'm
piece
cheap.
of cake.
Piece of cake, no
Piece of
problem.
cake. Compared to what you'd pay to go to Frostburg, it costs you $10 in gas
Exactly.
to get to Frostburg.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
I think the thing we all look forward to, and I turn down my TV set, I listen to you guys. I
good.
think
Thank
a lot of people in the area do. And added to that, NFL Films use your voice. You might be in the Hall of Fame, you, Sonny and Sam.
Oh, yeah, right. Well,
It's
those two will be in the
possible.
Hall of Fame, and I'll buy a ticket.
No, they'll put you in. I'm telling you, broadcasting-wise, you do a great job.
Thank
we
you.
love you here in D.C. Keep up the good work. And now that you've been on the Back Nine, you become the official Redskin play-by-play guy for the Back Nine.
I hadn't ever thought of that. What
Isn't
an
that
honor.
amazing?
It just keeps piling up and piling up. Just every time I turn around, it's a new honor.
We'll get you a plaque or something.
Super.
Frank, thank you for coming out. I
pleasure.
hope you play well. I won't. Don't kill me if I don't.
Okay.
All right, cool.
We'll be kind.
Well, stay tuned. We got an interview with Billy Becker, friend of yours, and we have more from Worthington Manor. Stay tuned.
No matter who you are,
No matter where you're from,
No matter where you're going,
you can be certain.
no matter who you are,
City girl,
country boy,
athlete, student,
happy,
thoughtful, tall,
short,
you can be certain. No matter where you're from,
west, south,
farm,
city, small towns,
suburb,
you can be certain. No matter where you're going,
to college,
to work, to train,
to play,
to travel,
to find your place.
you can be certain you need education. You can be certain you need to stay in school. This message is brought to you by the Air Force because we're certain about the value of a good education. No matter what you do in life, aim high.
If you or someone you know suffers from Alzheimer's disease, you know how frustrating it can be. You look here for a little information, there a little more, and it just gets more confusing. Unless you remember this number, it's how you reach the National Institute on Aging. 1-800-438-4380. When it comes to getting information on Alzheimer's disease, it's the most important number you can know.
Hi, I'm Jen from Worthington Manor, and you're watching The Back Nine.
Thank you.
Hot and sticky out here today.
Steamy.
Steamy. Bugs are everywhere. This is our second signature hole, hole number 6 here at Worthington Manor. It's their signature hole. Can you talk about this, Frank?
It's an interesting little par 3. They got it at 171 from the Blues, but it doesn't play that long. And of course, there's a little stuff out there called water that you're not supposed to ignore.
It's like a horseshoe.
Yeah, just ignore it. Don't hit it in the water, and then you don't have a problem.
Yeah, I don't think about that stuff.
That's my philosophy with sand. I mean, I can play well out of the sand, so I don't hit it in there.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know?
you're hitting it well so far.
So far, let's see if we can keep it up.
And that first signature hole took a toll on us. Let's see how we do here on the second signature hole, hole number 6 at Worthington Manor. Don't think about the water. Don't think about the water. Don't think about the water, huh? Not bad.
Chris, you'll notice he's using the droopy socks method here.
Oh, well, breathe there. Take another.
We're going to hit, Bill.
We're going to try the 5-iron.
Come on in now. Nice.
Oh, we're dancing.
Get up. Done.
mound right next, halfway to the pin. If I can get it to the top of that mound, maybe it'll roll down. Maybe, if I can get it.
Release.
Oh, I didn't get it there.
Slow down. A little too much of it.
Turn. Turn. Didn't turn. Slow down. You're moving too fast. Oh! Slow today.
Real slow. Yeah, you turn right at the end, didn't it?
Is that par?
That's 4. That's a 4.
Without the camera, we're playing pretty well. Camera's killing us today. Welcome back to our second interview here with Billy Becker, the Billy Becker. How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
Didn't really know you before this started. You're a lawyer out in the Rockville area.
That's correct.
But the cool thing I want to talk with you about is rules. You just went to like a rules camp or something?
It's probably 2 falls ago. The USGA has 3 levels of courses. So I went to the first level down in Williamsburg for a long weekend.
How did that go? Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I did. It was very impressive. I think that we probably had 85 students, most of whom were what I would call recreational golfers.
All cheaters?
No, these are the guys who are on your rules committee at your clubs and things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you a rule stickler? Like when you go out, are you going to
No.
get mad at me if I use my foot wedge? or I
Absolutely
change
not.
my-
Absolutely not.
I mean, we know we cheat on this show. I know I'm cheating all the time. I give the right score, but what are you going to do? So any interesting rules that you thought were kind of out of whack that are in there?
I don't know whether there's anything that's out of whack. The biggest, I think, comment was before we all went to soft spikes was why can't we pound down the spike marks?
Mm-hmm.
That, I think, is probably the biggest.
Yeah, that's a bummer, you know?
It is.
Now, you also write for West Virginia Golf Monthly or something?
West Virginia Golfer. It's a regional magazine in the state of West Virginia. The clubs get it, and all the members of the West Virginia Golf Association
And what type of stuff do you write about over there?
A variety of things. It started a number of years ago when I started doing law-related golf topics. You know, are you responsible when you knock out the guy's window on the golf course?
Are you?
A lot of times you are, but you're not supposed to have it there. But then the real problem is if you have the courses too close to the, out of bounds in the fairways. So you really have to have good setbacks.
Yeah, and don't buy those homes. Well, I'll tell you something. I got to tell a friend of mine, it is cheating if you shoot an 8 and you give yourself a 6, right?
Well, if you have a USG, if you have a USG handicap index which is low, then you may not be able to take more than a 6.
Oh, really? Well, I got a friend, Tony, and you know who you are. If you shoot an 8, it's an 8, man. It's not a 6, no matter what you say. Bill, thanks for coming out. We've
Ed, my
enjoyed
pleasure.
having you.
My pleasure.
Don't get us in too much trouble today.
Well, they say if the rules are there to help you, but
no, we like the rules. We don't try to break them. We're into the rules. It's just, we're casual golfers.
absolutely,
just like everybody.
absolutely.
All right, hold on to your seats. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the third signature hole and the pro, Worthington Manor.
A baby changes everything. It turns a couple into parents. Your parents into grandparents. Your brothers and sisters into aunts and uncles. A baby changes how you invest and do your taxes. A baby changes what you buy, the way you drive your car. Everything. And while change is good, usually, you can always use a little help. That's why the free consumer information catalog from Pueblo, Colorado offers you more than 200 free and low-cost federal publications. Just call toll-free 1-888-8-PUEBLO and help is on the way, even if you don't have a baby.
Welcome back to the show here with Head Pro from Worthington Manor, Ed Coyle. I like an Ed. I'm an Ed. You're an Ed. It's all good. Tell me about Worthington Manor. What a great course.
Oh, fun golf course. Real championship challenge, but really great for everybody. I mean, you know, the Scottish design shows that openness.
Really, I thought it was more Welsh than Scottish.
Did you think so?
Yeah,
Did it have that Welsh feel? But you know, people are going to have a good time here. They're not going to hit it in the woods in spots, but it's you know, it's a really tough course to score on. We've always said high slope rating.
Absolutely, and I love this colonial house. This thing's beautiful.
And it's nice. Yeah, some people come just
you
see
built
the house.
This yourself?
I wish I did. I wasn't around back in
How old is this thing?
1858. 142 years old.
That's almost as old as me. And never mind.
Nah, you got no wrinkles.
In a way. Great stuff. You got the driving range, the putting green, natural grass driving range too.
People like that. You know, we got to go to the synthetics sometimes. You know,
maybe.
Like winter.
And it's great also, just a mile over the Montgomery County border, really. So it's a quick, easy drive.
Real easy to get to. Not just that, you get off the exit, we're a mile down the road, so not a lot of directions.
Well, you guys have been so
Did you have a good time?
We had a good time. Of course, we've got to play the last signature hole, and we bombed the first two. So we'll see what happens on the last one. But Ed, thank you very much for having us come out.
Okay,
Worthington Manor, what's the phone number people can reach you at?
301-874-5400.
Wow, good number.
I'll answer the phone occasionally.
Ooh, Ed will answer the phone. What a perk. Well, let's go out to the last signature hole and see how we do. Welcome back to our final signature hole. Hopefully we can start playing these well, because we're shooting well. I mean, off camera, we're doing really well. Everyone's birdied.
It's his fault.
It's all the cameraman's fault. Last hole, hole 17 here. This is a doozy of a par 3.
This is a great par 3 because depending on where they put the pin and where they put the tee markers, you can shoot any number of clubs. Now, we're going to shoot it from 185 yards out, and the pin is all the way in the back. There's nothing but pestilence and death if you go over that pin.
Well, I've known that all back 9 today. It's unbelievable. Big trap to the left, very narrow green. I mean, you don't have much to work with here. You better hit a good shot.
You better be on it.
Unbelievable. Now, let's talk really in brief about the Tom Watson rule. I think it's a good rule.
Whenever you play in a foursome with me, we invoke the Tom Watson rule. And the rule is, if you hit the ball into the rough and you go out and look for it and you can't find the ball, you ask yourself one simple question. If Tom Watson had hit that shot, would the ball be lost? Of course it wouldn't, because there'd be a gallery there and there'd be 4 caddies. Why should you be penalized because you're not Tom Watson?
Exactly.
You drop a ball where you think yours went, you play on without penalty. Now, doesn't work if you hit it in the water, doesn't work if you hit it in the deep woods. But anytime you hit it out on in the fairway rough or in the deep rough, and you can't find it, Tom Watson rule, it speeds up play and makes you a happier golfer.
Okay, Back 9 viewers, from here on out, we're invoking the Tom Watson rule. Whenever you go out there, play that rule. Let's see how we do on this hole, hole number 17, third signature hole here at Worthington Manor. Becker up, 1 over on the Back 9 today. He's tearing it up all of a sudden.
He's really come around. You notice that when he sets up over the ball, he'll have a lot better balance than he had on the front 9.
And he hasn't drank a thing. Looks good. It's going to the right-hand side. Might be a little short. If you could get that bounce off the hill, on and on the back.
Mr. Becker's going to have a roller coaster putt.
All right, chunked it and left, hits the tree. That's a goner. That's hitting other trees. Pin high, says Frank. Chris also tearing it up on the back. 3 over on the back. Hitting it straight to the right. He's going right-hand side, Andy. Right where Billy is. Good bounce. A little long. Not bad. Only on the signature holes, man. You believe this?
Your swing thought is comfort, remember?
Ed Levine, the host of our show, playing out of Augusta National, as the thumper would. He thumped it. Let's see where it goes. A little to the right. Everybody's afraid of that bunker. Oh!
The foot on the left.
Everybody's afraid of the one I'm in.
Nice shot.
Get in the hole!
Very nice.
That worked. fist pump.
Go! Whoa! Good putt there, Billy.
Getting so close to the fist pump.
Come back. Thank you. 4.
Hitting 2 trees and he still gets the 4.
Play those trees. That's it.
It's par. Not that bad. I am not that bad. Good job, guys.
What you see here is not a man who's disabled, but a man who's simply dad. Give the power to overcome. Give to Easter Seals.
It is more than a trial by fire. It is a rite of passage, a challenge to join the elite. And if you succeed, if you can master your fear, outsmart your enemy, and never yield even to yourself, you will be changed forever. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Greens fees for today's program were provided by Worthington Manor Golf Club. For more information, call 301-874-5400.
Food for the back nine has been provided by California Tortilla, located at 4862 Cordell Avenue in lovely downtown Bethesda.
Cigars for the back nine are provided by J.B. Sims Fine Tobaccos. Call 1-800-56-CIGAR for more information on J.B. Sims.
Music for today's program was provided by the Charles Wright Trio. Contact them at www.killerfusion.com.
Well, thank you for watching. An unbelievable edition, don't you think, of the back nine?
It was fun. In my book, it was anyway.
Unbelievable. You shot an 88, Frank, 44-44.
I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week.
Any day of the week from the Blues. I shot a 91, which for me is the best I've shot in a long time at a tough course.
Do we have to mention Becker's 38 on the back?
38 on the back. What do you say about that?
Birdies help. Birdies help.
You didn't actually get to see, but show them the birdie pump.
Oh, no, we can't do that. It's a spontaneous thing when you get lucky.
And Chris, I got to say, 95, and you shot the lights out on the back.
Well, it's a lot better than the front nine. You know, I came out at the turn with a 53 and a 41 or 42 on the back. You know, had a couple pars right in a row, which was good.
Unconscious.
A little easier when get used to that camera, isn't it?
A little easier, right, Frank?
All right.
Camera's no factor, but I had a great time. I want to thank Frank for coming out. You were absolutely great. You're a really cool dude, man.
Thanks, man.
Tell everybody.
Appreciate it.
Billy Becker, never met you, but you were great. We're going to hang, man. We'll party together.
Love it. Play again.
And Chris, and I want to thank J.B. Sims for the cigars, and of course, Worthington Manor. Oh, what a course. Unbelievable. So take it easy. Watch us next time on the back nine, and we'll say bye-bye. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you.